What's going on YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. As we come to a close on yet another server test session for XDefiant, I think it's important for us to reflect on what we've been able to see over the last 48 hours. And honestly, I've seen a lot of criticisms being levied towards XDefiant. And a lot of those criticisms, completely valid, completely fair. And for the most part, I partly agree with a lot of them, because there are serious issues in this game that need to be addressed before this game can launch. And part of that is why we have this server test session. They want to see where they're at. It's a progress report for themselves. And it's important for us to provide feedback. But with the server test session ending today, I don't want to hit Ubisoft with a ton of negativity. That can be for the upcoming days and weeks ahead. Instead, I want to take today's video to focus on what works with XDefiant. What are the positives? What is it that you like about the game? Because there's a reason why you hopped onto a server test session. There's a reason why you stuck around after constant delay just to play a server test session. This isn't a full-scale launch yet. So why are you here? Why are you investing your time on a weekend to play a game that's not even released yet? It's because that game has to deliver something. So what is it for you? Let me know with a comment down below. What keeps me coming back to XDefiant, what keeps me excited and engaged with the potential of this game, is the fact that the core gameplay, when it's working, when you don't experience all the netcode issues, it's incredibly fun. It's immersive. It's what this landscape needs. There is a giant hole in this industry for an arcade, fun-based shooter that's not uberly competitive. And yes, I know the matchmaking right now feels extremely sweaty. Like I said in yesterday's video, guys, the reason why the games feel sweaty, it's because you're seeing the best of the best from the community. You're not going to get an overwhelming amount of casual players hop into a server test session for a game that's not out yet. It's just not going to happen. You're only getting the hardcores. You're getting the people watching YouTube videos that are going to Reddit threads, that are looking at Mark Rubin's Twitter on a daily basis. Those are who you're getting. There's a reason why the lobbies feel sweaty. It'll change when the game actually launches. But back to my original point. When this game is firing on all cylinders, when it's working, when it's enjoyable, it is that classic arcade feel. It's the arcade feel that drew you into first-person shooters in the first place. Maybe it was way back during the Quake days for you, or maybe a little bit more recently with the Call of Duty franchise, or like for myself, the Halo franchise. There's something special about the gameplay here that brings you back to that warm, cozy feeling of playing a first-person shooter with all your high school buddies all night long on a Friday night. Those were some of the best times, and I feel that XDefiant has that type of experience within it. It'd be nice if it came out a little bit more often, because as it stands right now, there's a lot of detractors that are overshining the positives that this game has to deliver. But at its core, the fun element of this gameplay is there. It just needs some polish. And that's what keeps me coming back to this game, is the fact that there are moments like what you'll see with this gameplay that make me feel as if we're going back in time to when games focused on fun and not microtransactions. When the games focused on player experience instead of the cool thing that you can unlock with your hard-earned money. That's where I feel XDefiant shines the brightest. But it's complemented because of its amazing map design. And map design is something I've talked a lot about when it comes to Call of Duty, but man, do I need to highlight it here for XDefiant. Holy smokes, does it feel so refreshing to play so many vibrant maps that pop, that are all distinctive and unique. The variability of the map design is incredible, and honestly, each map feels diverse and distinct from one another. And they deserve huge praise for that. It doesn't matter if you're playing in a map with streets and tight corridors, or a map that's a little bit more wide open. The gameplay works on all these maps. You get some chaotic moments, you get some moments to breathe, to regather yourself, and that's important. but it still works because the maps flow properly. And yes, there's issues with the spawns, but guys, the overall design of the maps, they're so well done. And like I said, they're vibrant and they pop and they're colorful. And all of these things contribute together to create a better experience. So you blend that with really good gameplay that when it's at its peak really works. You have a banger of a game here, Ubisoft. But it's up to you to fix those core issues. It's up to you to ensure that the netcode is ready for when the game launches. It's up to you to ensure that the movement feels less clunky, because these things do affect that gameplay that when it works, absolutely shines. There's also a few of the finer details that this game has that I do want to highlight here. Because while the core gameplay experience is wonderful, there's other elements that contribute to that that we don't see in other first-person shooters right now, definitely more specifically Call of Duty. The first thing I'm going to mention, enemy visibility. Holy smokes, does XDefiant knock this out of the park. It is so easy to see enemy players, and I really have to commend them for that. It really is a true compliment to the overall experience when you're playing. I can clearly see who the enemy team is. It doesn't matter if all the player skins are the same. It just works. The other thing that I really like, and I know this is maybe more of a personal nitpick, but man, is it nice to have simplistic create a class in this game. You know if an attachment is good. You're not scrolling through 87 different attachments for each attachment slot. You're picking and choosing what you like and what you don't like, things that you're willing to sacrifice for versus what you're not willing to sacrifice for. And it's easier. It's streamlined. Like, dumb it down, please. I don't need to watch another setup video because they released another 10 grips for my favorite gun. I don't need to do that. I hop in, see what works, what doesn't, and I get to play. And I think that's great. I also really like what they have for modes. Now, I'd love to have some type of search and destroy mode. I'd love to have a true team deathmatch mode. But as it stands, they have some pretty fun modes here. There is a variety to how you can play. Now, most of my gameplays that you'll see on this channel moving forward are going to be domination, because that's what I primarily played. But I did try some occupy, some hot shot, some escort, and those game modes are fun and they provide a different element to the game. And I think that's great. There's more depth there than what some games offer now. And I think that's a good thing. And the one thing we always have to keep in mind, and I'm going to remind people all the time when they lose their cool a little bit about XDefiant, this is a free-to-play game. There is no upfront investment from you. When the game launches, you're going to have to pay $0. Everything is going to be funded from battle passes and microtransactions, but I feel like this game is well set up to accommodate that and actually have it work and not completely ruin the overall experience. But maybe that's easier said than done. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video today. Those are my positives. I really do think that there is a lot of potential here, and at its core, there is a really good game here. It just needs some polishing. It needs some more time to be fixed. And I really hope that Ubisoft stays true to this game and gives it a real chance to succeed. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, as I said earlier, I'd love to hear what you love about this game down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.